Chapter 9, Banking. Now we're going to start talking about exchange rates. And an exchange rate is basically you taking your money and your currency and purchasing a different currency. So countries around the world all use different currencies, and those are printed fiat currencies by various governments or groups of governments around the world. So anytime currencies are traded one for another, we call this the exchange rate. The exchange rate is basically the price of that particular currency in the market. So if we're looking at the marketplace for US dollars, then there is a supply and a demand of US dollars. The supply, of course, is created and printed by the government who prints the fiat currency. And the demand for dollars comes from people with other currencies who want to buy a dollar. So just like a regular product, if you think about a currency as walking into a store and on the shelf there are dollars or there are euros or there's Japanese yen, Chinese yuan, and you decide you want to use your dollars to purchase up a different currency like some yen, then the demand for the yen would rise and you would have to spend dollars to buy the yen. So, anytime the price of a currency rises, we say that that currency is appreciating. And when the price of a currency goes down, we call that depreciation. Now, here is the marketplace. This is a marketplace for US dollars. We're going to measure the market for US dollars in euros. So, this is a typical supply and demand market. This is supply of US dollars and demand for US dollars. You can see the horizontal axis is quantity of US dollars in the market. And the supply and demand meet each other at the equilibrium, which is the E for exchange rate. The price of the US dollar is how many euros you'd have to use to buy up one US dollar. So if we are to look at an exchange here, let's say we're going to exchange currencies. On the left-hand side, we have a euro graph, and on the right-hand side, a US dollar graph. You'll notice that the euro graph is labeled the vertical axis how many dollars it takes to purchase a euro. And the dollar graph's purchase price says how many euros it takes to purchase a dollar. So if we have somebody traveling, let's say that we're going to have an American travel to France. Well, if an American decides to go to France, they're going to have to convert some of their dollars into euros. So you're going to go into an exchange bank and you're going to give up some of your dollars and you're going to demand or buy euros. When the demand for euros rises, the exchange rate for the euros will also rise, causing the euro to appreciate or go up in price. At the same time, you just gave the bank more dollars. So that exchange bank now has excess US dollars in supply. They can put those on the shelf with the other currencies that they're selling. And that is what causes the exchange rate for the dollar to go down. And every time there's an exchange of one currency for another, one will see the exchange rate rise and the other one will see the exchange rate drop.